the parts in there verse, like creating like
That's
pages in
annoying.
an encyclopedia. So maybe
That
you have
sounds
to do Princess
obnoxious.
Grace or Peyton Place. And then
So
everybody creates this giant school or classroom encyclopedia. All right,
that
Brayden.
sounds annoying.
Yeah, you hear about this game?
Yeah. So clearly you are past the starting point. So how long have you actually played off stream?
Just a couple hours.
Okay. So you've gotten out. God. So yeah, they use the same sound effects for most of these spells.
Yeah, they do.
They increased the quality a little bit, but yeah, they
screw
use the
this.
same sound effects, which is not great, but they replaced a lot of other sound effects.
I'm fine with
All
that.
right, I'm just gonna.
Evening.
There's an autosave, I guess.
But what I'm really curious about is, as someone who has barely played Skyrim, relatively speaking, what do you think of this
I'm
remake
just
of
gonna throw
Oblivion?
this.
Graydon?
I mean, I played like
How are you-
70 hours of Skyrim.
But how are you feeling about this?
All right, I'm sending the raid over. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. This has been my Beyond Oasis stream. You're watching the Beyond Oasis fan channel.
Yeah.
We're now throwing it over to the biggest Bethesda fan in the world to
That's
look
right,
at
me.
some Bethesda games.
Hi, it's me, Bethesda Dan.
Bethesda's.
Flop.
Bethesda
What is
Dan.
it, citizen?
Mr. Bethesda himself.
The
I-
Bethesda's.
Oblivion correctly by jumping constantly.
Yeah, so anyways, here's my guy. He's naked because I needed to sneak.
Yeah, that's how
Can you-
sneak
Pretty
works.
sure.
Yeah,
Pretty
in
sure they
stick here,
just kept the
naked.
same voice lines.
Yeah,
for
the voice lines
Patrick's
are largely the same for some of the
Most
standard
characters.
characters.
Some characters, they like clearly re-recorded dialogue, so it's not just one voice actor for like 3
Or
races.
they got new voice actors to fill in, so is that, you know, for example, there's not one woman voice actor for all of the Imperial women or the High Elves.
Did
they
Patrick
have-
Stewart redo his lines? Absolutely not.
They
No.
have
They reused the lines?
Yes, they just reused
Yes.
them. The original,
Well, yeah.
original recording quality was high
Excellent.
enough that it's not. You can't really
Farewell.
tell if you've never heard it. But yeah,
I think the thing though is that the additional voice acting is there. I wouldn't say it sticks out like a sore thumb.
No, it feels the same.
It also allows them to avoid the problem of like the duplicating Radiant dialogue, which some people thought was charming. I found it annoying as all
I mean,
fuck.
it's charming. It's funny that it can happen, but yeah, you're right. It's kind of annoying, and also like
It's funny.
it is bad. Like it's not. It's funny because it's not great.
Only cheap wine in the fancy hotel, huh?
Who dipped out?
I was bored.
He
It
has
has to be
to
with wife.
spend time with his wife and cats. Anyway. Oh,
Stealing everything that's not nailed down, huh?
stealing
You have a
everything
place to
that's
sell
not
it all.
nailed down. God, I'm so tired.
Do you have a place to sell it all?
Not yet, I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, yeah, it's in dark time, so most of the merchants are going to be closed.
Not. The merchants
I
still
haven't
have
joined
that
the
stolen shit.
Thieves Guild yet, so I don't have access to a fence.
Oh, right.
One of the
Anyway.
things this game doesn't do that I wish it did.
This is
was-
Cretin Le Breton.
When you click on rumors when you talk to people in Skyrim, when you did something like that, it would store it in your miscellaneous quests.
Yeah.
This one doesn't store it anywhere. I
Hi,
figured they would
Bo.
have implemented that, but no,
Hi, buddy.
they did not.
How's it going?
On the other hand, their inventory system is basically Sky UI, and
Yeah.
that makes me very happy.
I've heard mixed opinions about this UI. I don't hate
It's
it.
fine.
It's real good. I think it's pretty good. Like especially the inventory system. Like if you go to inventory, after you take a nap, It's just a spreadsheet. You could just sort things easily. It's
Yeah.
You go to inventory real quick.
I think that there's certain parts to like the
All those
minimalism
icons, you
Yeah.
could just
that I don't like.
sort them up and down. It looks so good. It's so easy to read. Why wouldn't you love this?
I just think that there's a certain level of minimalism that I'm not super into.
I have seen minimalism, and it involves
we played
excising information.
unmodded Skyrim recently enough.
Yeah, like that minimalism looks great, but it's not functional enough.
Hi, Bo.
Sure. It's a personal preference.
Anyway. Oh, what a wonderful day. Blessed by Akatosh.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll say the
navigating
game
the
definitely
city
has
slopes.
chugged a little bit.
Yeah.
It runs great in dungeons. It chugs like hell in the open world.
Yep.
People have been saying that the frame rate is like the biggest technical problem right now.
You have my ear, citizen.
I capped the frame rate at 60, and that's the most consistent. That's been good. You see how Braden's frame rate is flying all over the place.
Let's go
I've
in
heard
these sewers.
so this came up during the GameSpot stream. They said that their best success was just capping it or bringing it down to 1080p, and they think that it, generally speaking, runs well and still looks good enough.
Hmm.
And I'll put this nicely. My graphics card is good enough to do it at my native resolution, so.
I'm playing the game at 1440.
Yeah, and you have
That
a
rat
3060. Yeah,
Wait, what did you imbue
Thank
to your blade? What
Oh,
is
this is
is
so. There's that
it
quest.
poison? Oh, right.
There's that
Sorry.
quest early on in the game where,
You don't got no
if you
lockpicks.
sleep
Came
at
into
the
this dungeon with
inn-
no lockpicks. How do
if you
do
sleep at the inn that's a boat, it gets hijacked by pirates,
that?
and this is the thing you get from that.
That's why you never sleep on a boat.
there are several quests in this game that involve sleeping in a place that turns out to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's
great.
like
These
real
crabs
life.
aren't even fighting back. I think you're just like...
No, because you see, this
I mean, that's
sword
fine.
drains fatigue.
It's a good sword.
It absorbs fatigue.
Listen, Lone Life, we didn't know this game was coming out. No one expected this game to come out.
Are you
Until last
sure?
week.
This has been rumored for like years at this point.
Yes. For
And,
years.
like,
It's the keyword.
even a couple of months ago, the rumor was that this was going to launch in April. Just get dropped out of nowhere. Like, that's why I stopped my replay of Oblivion, because this was going to be coming out. And probably for the best. Yeah, this needs to go on an SSD, Rio.
The lone hard disk drive that I have is just for photos.
But that's also worth mentioning. This game is about 120 gigabytes. So
125, I think, is what I saw, but yeah.
I would have expected bigger.
Yeah.
installed files. The size of the installation of this game is 118.82 gigabytes on my computer.
Let me also pull up the minimum specs and the recommended specs, because they're listed.
They're not-
The recommended
reasonable.
specs is pretty. I'm running this on
It's-
medium, by the way.
Yeah, they're honestly the
Ryzen
specs
5.
aren't as high as I thought they would be.
No, yeah, I think they're pretty reasonable specs. So I'm gonna go with recommended. A Ryzen 5 3600X and an Intel i5 10600K. 32 gigabytes of RAM are recommended. AMD 6800 XT or an RTX 2080. So pretty reasonable, I think, in my opinion. It does require 125 gigabytes.
Yeah, that's free space. Yeah, that's pretty big. That's a big thing, honestly, because some people are still operating on SSDs that are kind of small. But also, I feel like we've been at the point long enough where AAA games should be installed on SSDs. That if you've got the money to get the equipment to play this game, you should also have
I actually got one of those. So the nice thing about the dawn of I would say relatively affordable SSDs is the tech for thumb drives and has definitely gotten better. I've got one of those like micro Samsung thumb drives that are like tiny, and you just put it into your USB drive, and then there's your thing. And these things are cheap. But yeah, this game, it's got everything, Braden.
It's got what I want.
Does it have what you need?
It basically has everything. Yeah, I don't know. I
do think it's funny to see that people who have never played this are playing it for the first time, and finding out that you could, at one time in the past, equip magic and weapons.
Yeah, I posted that image of like a kid who said that, you know, Skyrim is their first Elder Scrolls game. And it's like, wait, you could be a fighter mage thief?
Kinda, yeah.
And it just kind of blew them. And, I mean, that's something to where I think that it's not this game that's going to have to deal with, but it's going to be 6. They're going to have to figure out, like, how much do you want to limit people's freedom? Because this is still a game where you can absolutely be the leader of the
all
Mages
the
Guild
guilds.
and
They're not going to change
then
that.
Fighters Guild. Do you think that
Here's
they
the
ever?
question.
Do you think they ever go back to something
No,
like Morrowind,
nope.
where they
will never
actually
go to
limit
mutually
you?
exclusive guilds like in Morrowind.
I mean, Fallout 76 had mutually exclusive guilds. Eventually, you could still do almost everything in all of them. Here's the real thing.
It's completely out of question.
It's not. I think people are more accepting of something like that in 2025 than they were in 2011. Of the whole like, your choices are going to cut you off from other paths. Here's the real question I think this game should answer. Just do auto attempts.
My muscle memory for fucking
I hate this. The lockpick minigames.
the lockpicking. I used to be so good at that lockpicking minigame.
This is why
the
that
real question-
infinite lockpick is always the first thing I go for.
the skeleton key. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, the real question for this game is, do people start complaining about these combat mechanics at some point?
Yeah.
Enough for Bethesda to care. I know you and I and ZP will, but like enough like normal people for Bethesda to care.
The rumor is it's a Fallout 3 remaster that's next. I think the problem with Morrowind is you would have to drastically change some of what that game is.
Yeah. Also, OpenMW exists and already has done everything they would do better than they were going to do it.
Yeah, you can clearly tell that they put more frames of animation with melee attacks, especially. So it does feel like it's a little bit, it's slightly, not like massively deliberative and a little bit slower paced because of those extra animations. But it's not what people have theorized, which is needing to worry about like invincibility frames or like a Souls like combat animation specific system.
It's Oblivion's combat system. Exactly.
Yeah, but now there are more particles when I cast Fireball.
Yeah. The thing about Oblivion in general is, functionally, mechanically, it is so similar to Skyrim that This, I don't think anybody who's played Skyrim can jump into this. We'll jump into this and be confused. If you showed them Morrowind, they'd be like, "What do you mean the sword doesn't always hit?"
Oh, you can also sprint now.
Oh yeah, that's nice, but I have barely used it because it doesn't feel like you move all that much faster.
You gotta go fast though.
You got to put more points into athletics.
And then, no, it's speed. It's your speed attribute.
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
athletics, it's faster.
There's just a goblin in this guy's basement.
I think it followed you up the
I have a
ladder.
new plan. Oh.
But yeah, people have definitely pulled up the game's guts and found out that it turns out that UE5 is just the graphical systems. Gamebryo is still guiding everything.
Oh yeah,
else.
no, it's still that game underneath. And that's good.
Which, honestly,
That's the
doesn't
correct...
necessarily- That doesn't sound like the worst idea, partly because it'll just keep that engine's jankiness, partly because if you let UE5 handle all the graphical stuff, you can still let Gamebryo handle creation. Do all the AI and simulation and stuff. Just what creation is going to be better at. Anyway, yeah, if you want a Morrowind remaster, go look up OpenMW and some texture mods for it.
I don't know, yeah. At some point, I'll play more Morrowinds.
Did you pick the Atronach?
I sure did.
Ah, that's why.
That's
your
why that
magic
magic
isn't
ain't
coming back.
regenerating. I don't need it. I don't need no stinking magicka. Know why?
Why not?
Because I absorb magic when I get hit.
But what if no
The kind
the
of-
things
the kind of-
attacking you aren't magical?
It doesn't matter.
I make potion.
Yeah. Also, later enemies are going to be very magic focused.
Yeah,
When you're fighting Daedra and they're just shooting fireballs at you constantly, that's free MP, baby.
again, my solution to all of that Daedra stuff was to get Azura's Star,
Yep. The infinite soul gem.
constantly use the infinite soul gem on every single Daedra, and then again get far enough into the Mage's Guild storyline to where you get the lightning staff. Daedra are weak to lightning, you're just infinitely spamming at no cost lightning chain lightning. Just fucking infinitely. And it has an
See,
AoE effect too.
It's great because it's like I'm 13 again and I'm in middle school, and I'm playing Oblivion.
I've said this before. This was the first game that I truly feel like I played for an entire year.
I played I played this game. This was a game that we played obsessively. I am Creton Le Breton.
So I don't know if anybody saw the posting I made, but Bethesda gave keys for this to all of the people who were working on the Sky Oblivion remake. I think partly because it's just a good PR move, but also I guess is a move to say we're not going to shut down your project because we have our project.
All right.
Which sounds nice, and it is nice, but it's also worth noting, in order to play Sky Oblivion, you have to purchase 2 different Bethesda games, so... they still get something out of it. Yeah, I'm still really excited to see what Sky Oblivion exactly is.
Speak.
I wish they had changed up the city layouts.
Nah. No. As much as I think the Imperial City is a nightmare to navigate, like, you can't do that.
I'm happy you could zoom the map in and out now. That's nice. Oh, real quick, Braden.
Yeah.
One thing I found out, if you pull up the map and you scroll all the way up, and then you hold R2, and then you push it again, you'll get the local map. I don't know if it counts for cities, but that's how you get to the local map in dungeons.
I was wondering.
Also, how did you get the PlayStation glyphs to show up?
I feel like that should just be a button.
I just have a DualSense plugged in.
I was trying it with a PS4 controller, so maybe that's it.
How goes it? Welcome to the Arcane University. If you wish to become a part of the mages, necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but few will openly admit to practicing it now that the Mages Guild has banned. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Yeah.
Look at all these great spells these guys have that I can't cast.
You too.
And you'll eventually be able
How
to
are
use it.
you?
Sure.
I'll pay handsomely if you can procure the... Be seen.
Oh, the Ori!
Yeah, so all the DLC has been integrated with this version of the game.
Yeah, like, the game doesn't just automatically give you quest stuff for all of the, you know, weird little sanctuaries and bases.
But should you reach the point to where you can do this, you can just do Shivering Isles.
Yep.
The real question I want to ask is the level scaling in this one exactly as
I don't think it
aggressive
is.
as it was in the original?
No,
I don't think it is.
It really isn't.
I think they cited
Good
that.
to see you.
Anyway, let's join the Thieves Guild so we can offload shit.
Hello. How goes it?
I've been better. Isn't Ida Vlenorman an agile one? If you want to learn to fall off a building, she's the one to talk to. So I've heard. Battlehorn Castle near Coral.
Alright. Now, I could just, you know, put 4 points into 3 different stats, or I could keep putting points into luck.
You can only put 1 point per luck.
Yep.
So is this just like, is it you only have 5? Like, how many points can you? So you can
You start
only
with
up
12
like 3
points.
but you can only up 3 attributes at a
Yeah.
time.
Just like in the base game.
Yeah, but in original you
Could
it
get a
determined
plus
how
5
many
for
points you were
everything.
gonna get.
If you
No,
cheese the
in the
game
original-
correctly.
Oh yeah, if you cheese it, but like it's the worst.
Anyway, we're gonna keep putting points into luck.
Sure.
Aren't you an ugly one?
Excuse me. Let's join the Thieves Guild so we can offload shit.
It's pretty important to have that ability.
What? What?
What?
Well, he's not attacking you, so
I love this game.
Yeah, it's the scripting's busted, huh?
No, they're like an enemy just spawned right next to me.
Fucking ha!
You were
I love
interrupted. You were interrupted while resting because you're technically outside.
Yeah.
They kept
Yeah.
it all, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. You killed the
Yeah, as I was
Conjurer, and I
saying-
think it's a Mages Guild, so you might have a penalty in
No.
terms of joining.
And now I can cast Bound Boots. Finally. Oh my god, they killed this pirate.
I'm just reminded of how much I kind
wish to
of
join the
miss
Thieves Guild?
some of more of the traditional fantasy
Yeah.
archetypes, like fairies and goblins and minotaurs and just some of those the weirder parts of the earlier Elder Scrolls things that were still in this game, but then kind of got pushed out with Skyrim.
You telling me Skyrim didn't have any goblins?
It did. It's just they de-emphasized some of those older school
I don't
like.
think it actually did have the goblins.
You're right. They had the weird mole people, the snow
It had
elves.
the Falmer, which are basically the same thing.
Do I
Wait, aren't
know?
the Falmer just high elves that
You say a
fucking
beggar
suck?
told you to seek me out?
Or
Good enough for me then.
Yeah,
he
they're
is
like
the king of
corrupted
thieves
high
in
elves,
Cyrodiil.
but I mean, like, yes, that's what
You
they
don't
are
look very
lore-wise, but functionally, they're
What?
the same thing as goblins. Yay!
Was that supposed to
this
be a
fucking
compliment?
Yeah, this thing. Still here.
You win this. You're That's great. How's it go again?
Hey man,
Blah,
It's
blah,
here.
blah. What
I know
a
what to
bore.
tell you.
I'm not buying that one. I won't fight. Where'd you get that? That's good. Blah. I like that a lot. I can't. Don't be silly.
I love this stupid minigame.
I hate it. Like, I figured it out earlier this
I
year,
won't fight
finally, just like, it clicked, but
Blah.
it still sucks.
Oh, that's great. That's really. Was that supposed to be a compliment? That's great. How's it go again? I doubt you really. You've got to. You're full of
I
it.
find the color coding doesn't
I
actually
like
help
that
me
a
play
lot.
this thing.
Blah, blah.
Yeah, I think
That's
the original
enough.
version was
I
just fine in
doubt you
figuring
really
out how to
mean
do
that.
this. I just found that it was kind of pointless
Yeah.
for the most part. Like,
You win. Blah.
When it fucking
That's
matters.
great. How's it go? That's a bit excessive, don't you think? Oh, that's great. That's. Don't be silly. You win this one. You're a big fat liar. Where'd you get that? I can't argue with that. I doubt you. You're full of it. That's really funny. Don't be silly. That's blah blah blah. What a bore. That's great. Don't make me laugh. Was that supposed? You win this one. I see. Be patient and wait for the other. A little tip. Somehow I think we will meet again.
I gotta put all my points into speechcraft. Hey, what's up?
What is this, Daggerfall?
Yeah. I mean...
Halt! Halt!
Halt! Halt!
Halt! Halt!
Don't.
I mean, the great thing about Daggerfall Unity is that they actually made the speech skills useful.
Yeah, look at all those fucking potions in your
Yeah,
inventory.
it's time to make some potions. God damn it. Alchemy. Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it's basically a tune-up, man. It
Yeah,
does deserve to be treated as its own game, I think, rightfully so, but it's more of a tune-up than a full-on, like, rehaul.
See, now I have a bunch of Restore Magicka potions. It's fine. It's fine!
Oh, hey, Capcom just revealed that you can now pre-order the remastered Onimusha.
Onetusha?
Onimusha 2, yeah.
I really don't. Be patient.
Wait, remastered
Somehow
Onimusha
I
2.
think we
Yeah.
will meet again.
Did they remaster Onimusha 1?
Yeah, in 2019.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I think Brayden played it on stream.
I did not.
Oh, you just.
That
played
was one of my
stream.
pandemic plays.
Everyone is
Oh,
here.
right.
The Thieves Guild is not a myth. We are followers of the Grey Fox, and I am his doyen. Merely by finding me, you have passed the first test. It's unusual for us to have 3 potential recruits at the same time. Rather than the normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest.
Does that mean we're going to get Onimusha 3 Master
Methridel,
in
you know
2031?
However, for Amuse and the newcomer, let me state them clearly. Whoever brings me the diary of Amantius Electus without killing him will be invited into the guild.
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise.
I mean, they're making that new Onimusha project.
Somewhere
so
in the
I think that
Imperial
the
City,
prognosis
the
is pretty
beggars
good.
will
Like
help you
Capcom
locate it
releases
for a
video
price.
games.
I can sell you lockpicks if you need them.
Whereas I think that
One more
it'll be
thing.
2055.
You
and
cannot
then we'll
kill each
finally
other
be
during
playing
this trial.
Elder Scrolls 6.
We may be thieves, but we're not murderers.
Maybe he lives in the Elven Gardens district.
Yeah. Here you go. Here you. Here. 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 Here, here you go. Here. 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 Now get out of here.
Great. I'm glad you could just do this.
Beggar. Beggar, tell me.
Meet you. Anything. Blessings of.
Ha 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 ha!
Did you just steal from that guy?
No.
I think he told him where the diary is.
Oh, okay. We'll say this looks. I would say this looks better than Skyrim. Really, it's not even close, is it?
Yeah, like
Have you seen how Skyrim looks?
Not in a long time.
visually.
Yeah.
But I feel like Skyrim was actually like an impressive game to me in the sense that
I mean,
the characters did not look like they were stung by bees.
Look like weird.
I mean, yes, like in 2011, 14 years ago, Skyrim was in fact an impressive game graphically.
How many more
No,
Skyrim
I'm
releases
just glad
before
that
6?
Oblivion, that Bethesda stopped making characters that looked like they were just constantly in anaphylactic shock.
Speak.
I wonder if Grubb is right and they are working on a Fallout 3, how much color do you think they inject into that game?
Some. It's no longer 2008, so I think that.
Do you think that it
I don't
has
think
like
they can get
weird
away.
vignetting or like neon color outlines to signify some of those areas and realms in the DC metropolitan area? Because I wonder if they are doing that, man.
I mean, there are areas in Fallout 3 that had color.
Yeah.
Some.
You can definitely tell when you go to the outskirts, they're trying to go for a different.
I don't think
aesthetic.
Skyrim looked great, even at the time. It was just.
If you stuck your face in the textures, no, it didn't, but it had some pretty amazing vistas.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually with Brayden.
Let me tell you about mountains you could see and go there.
ear, citizen.
You see that mountain? You can go there.
Yeah. K, the Xbox 360 used 8 gig DVDs.
But anyways, I wonder if they are going to make a Fallout 3, like, how much... Because that's a game that could actually use more color just because it's so fucking...
It's green and brown. Yeah, like, I agree. I
think you can get away with a lot by just making the water less green.
I mean, there are mods to remove the green filter on Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, and when you remove those filters, those games look
you now
almost
owe your
completely different.
First, never steal from another member of the guild. Second, never kill anyone on the job. This is not the Dark Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary. Third, don't steal from the poor. The peasants and beggars are under the personal protection of the Grey Fox, particularly here on the waterfront. All Thieves Guild members have sworn loyalty to him.
I feel like there's
He's been
enough
around
fans
forever.
of Fallout 3 that people
What
would
do
be
you want?
happy to get that.
You were removed
I
from
don't
the
think you could make a Fallout 3 remaster without
your-
a zillion people also constantly
captain of
asking
the
for a New
Imperial
Vegas
Watch.
remaster for
He is
years on
pursuing
end.
a personal vendetta against... 2 years ago, I made a fool out of him when he tried to...
I actually beat 3. I never beat New
It's
Vegas.
They say that when you murder someone...
I think that New Vegas ends well.
the best source of
I've said my
information.
piece
However,
about New Vegas.
New Vegas's story and writing
jobs.
are great.
Look,
like,
you're on your own.
fantastic.
When he leaves,
I don't
you
think
break-
that game
However,
plays as well
you
as
will
Fallout
find that
3,
you
which
can
is
only-
a weird thing to say.
Well,
People who
sometimes
oversell
the
that
guild
game
gets a special
really
commission.
don't want to talk
You
about
should
the
check
fact that
in with
all
your...
it really is doing is running the same engine as 3.
You need more... When you've
It's running the
contributed
same
enough
engine,
to
but,
the
like,
guild...
Even it's got a lot of interesting systems, but when you're actually in play, when you're in the middle of combat or something, I don't think they play very well. Not in vanilla. Fallout 3's world is more interesting to explore, and that's what these games live and die on. So that's a lot of what makes Fallout New Vegas falter. But I do think it's absolutely worth it for like the story that you get and some of the things you do and places you go and such. All that stuff is really
What do
good
you-
in New Vegas. Like really, really good.
The best fences are only available to the higher... Ungar lives in Bruma. He doesn't have much money, but he's the only place... Shadow hide you.
The real question is, do we get a Skyrim like full-on remaster with all the textures replaced and everything? No, we don't.
We do not.
That'd be
Unfortunate.
Have mercy. Thank you, kind sir.
Feed Hollowleg says that Gerald View has been doing...
Blessings of Mystara upon you.
God, it's so good.
Just a messed up, like tired voice, and then suddenly he just talks like he's had a full night's sleep and a full belly.
Well, this is the area that looks like Skyrim.
This is Bruma.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Edla Dark.
this is a
One
lot of. This
place
game's
is
a lot of
pretty
fun.
much
I'm
like
gonna dip
another.
out. I'll talk to y'all later.
Apparently, right. Let's get to training. Goodbye.
I'm Regner. I hate it here. Came here with Edla. All these snooty southerners.
Oh.
The damn guards won't let anyone have any fun. Alga sure can tell a... Take care.
Something way about the way this man's mouth opens and closes.
Yeah,
It's
it's
wrong.
good.
Don't like it.
I can hear some Nirnroot. I can hear some Nirnroot.
Don't know what that means.
Oh, listen, lady. Lady, I'm just. Hey, what's up? You guys, there's a plant in there I need. I love this video game. Oh, video games used to be good. Conveniently around the time I was an impressionable youth.
When do you think the dialogue of Bethesda jank became a pejorative?
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 is when it became a pejorative?
Yes.
I was hearing about Bethesda jank way back when Fallout 3 came out.
Arrow in
But
the
it was
knee
still
shit.
charming. Yeah,
I mean,
arrow
I don't
to
think
a
the
knee
writing in
stuff.
Fallout 3 is good.
I mean, the whole
I would argue it's bad.
you gotta like project whatever the fuck to make the water pure, Project Purity. That stuff sucks.
I mean, it's fine, but that ending's
Oh
ass.
man, the original vanilla Fallout 3 ending was fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's ass. I just said that. It always has been ass, always will be ass.
Yeah.
Like, they should just
Guilty.
let you do the thing where the guy,
I work
like,
hard.
saves you. And then
I
it's like,
offer
yeah,
the
whatever, man.
finest
Like, you're a
goods
coward,
at
but whatever.
lowest
Like,
prices
you live.
in
Yeah,
all
and then the game's
Cyrodiil.
like, you're a fucking coward for having Fox do it. And it's like, what the fuck?
It's almost like they were angry that people were able to
got
figure
a
out
great
a way
deal there.
out of that fucking scenario.
You got a great deal
It's like
there.
the easiest fucking scenario. The only party member you're forced to get.
And he's also a good
I
party
appreciate-
member, nonetheless.
He's
Goodbye.
one of the few that doesn't immediately fucking die.
What? Can I interest you in some of my wares?
War Axe of Souls.
Be seeing you.
You know what's weird? I think Fallout 4 isn't as bad as people say, but it also just the story's ass. Like, I will openly admit that.
Ma'am?
Yeah, the whole dad stuff.
Hello there.
Yeah, that whole story's ass.
The guild is always.
Yeah, somehow Fallout 4
Very
does the
good.
same
Now,
mistake of 3,
please, I
which
dare
is
say my
the whole
opinion, my
relationship with your dad is terrible.
Why all the Archmage
you're the
Travel
dad
lives.
in
The
Fallout
Imperial
4.
City just. You know what
But
it's like.
I don't know, the thing that annoys me about
Guild
Fallout
members who
4 is
have
that, like,
access
I
to the
actually like the world.
university-
I think that entire area that's
I
entirely
recommend.
irradiated,
Well,
that's
of
like a real
course.
cool idea.
This
I'm
is a
surprised they didn't do
situation
that
we can both.
sooner.
If you can find Jaskar, he's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has. If someone from the council talk to the mages here, and Archmage Traven is the. Once I can, please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar. My name is Selena Arania. Well, sometimes I feel we're not welcome here. The Nords don't like Heartlanders very much.
Even in Oblivion, the Nords were all
If
racist.
Valinara and Jaskar want to have their... What was it called again? I think I'll have to... The Mages Guild has made more than a few... I have potions and everything you need to make your own. Well, have a look at my wares. I'm
Ease
sure there's something
burden.
to suit you. Thank you for your... Bye.
Good to see you.
Ah! Oh, God!
At your service. Need a spell?
What the fuck?
It's a little too rugged up here for me.
Yeah, some of
Add a
these
couple hairs to a
non-human
nod.
faces don't quite.
Oh, I think I love
Jean
how...
I'm afraid you're not going to find...
I mean, their
Then
non-human
again,
faces were always messed up.
Then again,
With all she couldn't
The
cast
faces
her
in
way
the
out of a
original
paper
game were
sack.
sometimes a
She's
nightmare.
managed to butter up the right
Sometimes?
keeper just enough to keep her
they were
position.
nightmares.
But we have
100% of the time they were a
It's a
nightmare.
shame that Selena doesn't join in our fun. Things in the guild have been different since... I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Oh, well, I gotta persuade
Tell me
ya!
I won't What nonsense. Such Sorry, I don't get it. Not now, not later, not... Sorry. Such You've got a point. You want to... All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first. And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it, all right? That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar. Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Let me know when you're
Minor
done.
length latch crank.
Morning.
Has there been any sign of Jaskar today, Volinaro?
What? No, I'm afraid not.
Olav's Tap and Tack is a good, inexpensive...
I've had many meals there. Olav is an excellent innkeeper. Heard any news from the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of Imperial...
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Goodbye.
But I...
I love video games.
And have you... You've got Jean's book, I see.
So, yeah, Lionheart, I don't think that that's completely out of the question because, like I said earlier, the system requirements for this game are not super outrageous. I think what would be the problem is space requirements because...
You also don't need 4K textures on a Switch, too.
You don't need 4K textures, but it... You know, this game, I'm not going to say is poorly optimized, it's got a lot of shit.
It's a miracle it ran on a 360.
Oh god, if they released this with mod support, isn't this the first game where like a bunch of perverts got into it or something?
No, Morrowind had plenty of naked people in it.
Yep.
There we go.
Go away.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
know-
WK, like, it's an i5 and a 2080, so it should technically run fine, in quotations, fine, on a Series S.
Hear about the ghost of Lord Lindrum? They say he haunts the road.
By the...
As long as I don't proceed the main quest, no more Oblivion Gates will spawn.
My favorite technique in the 3 playthroughs I did was
Go
to
away.
basically unlock the Blades hangout and have Patrick Stewart's illegitimate son hanging out there.
Yeah, Sean Bean.
And then don't
Ready to
proceed the story any further than that.
Oh shit, he was here the entire time.
I hope I... You too.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me. Please don't be mad. We just get tired of Jin lording her position.
Yeah, just looks
over
like
us when
Tony the
she
Tiger.
barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her.
The scripting in
We
this
figured
game,
it was time to move on to a new
it's
plan.
busted.
Finding ways to confuse her. There's not much to do here in the Brumagir. Well, it was fun, what? Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven
Some of these
took
beast faces actually
care.
look pretty good and sharp, and then
some of
sometimes
them
the lip
look
flap
real
doesn't
weird.
work right, and it looks weird.
Need all of these items.
I'm listening. My name... Good day.
I'm being told food is ready.
Okay, you want to get some food?
I'm gonna go get some food.
All right.
Do you want to start?
Jatsu. Oh, I thought you were going me to just hold the fort, like.
Or you can hold the fort.
Okay. So, chat, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about, Lionheart? Lionheart, what is the progress report in South America's reception and reaction to Mark of the, Fatal Fury?
Did that come out?
Can we get a South America progress report? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
How were the wolves?
Anybody else? Is this SNK thing being received well, poorly? It seems like people who like SNK fighting games find the more technical approach to be good, albeit it is still a little bit more systems heavy, system focused, to where there's a reason why maybe that beta was so Bogart focused. Yeah, I think that OKC is gonna get a sweep. I am surprised that the Pacers are... I guess I'm not surprised that the Pacers are doing this, because Dame is still not back. Or, So... Well, actually, so Dame was back this game that they lost, but he's not looked even half himself. But that's what I meant when I said Dame is not back. Yeah, maybe the Bucks are cooked.
Good, fuck them.
You really do hate Milwaukee and that entire area.
Milwaukee, yes. The entire area, no.
You hate America.
I don't know about that.
Mm.
So what do you think? Who do you think is going to win the playoffs? I haven't listened to that podcast.
So on the Western Conference, I think that the heavy favorite team is OKC, and I still think that they're going to come out on top on the West. The East is a bit of a
toss-up.
Not necessarily a toss-up. It's interesting. It really does come down to the Cavs and the Celtics, because I think that all signs seem to be pointing that the New York Knicks are frauds. The Cavs have the tools to beat the Celtics, but also the Celtics are one of the most inconsistent teams that are very, very good, so it's hard to ever fully or truly discount them.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be one of those teams. Nonetheless, I think this is absolutely OKC's year.
Okay. I mean, it could happen.
Oklahoma. Giannis to Miami. I think that Miami, that's the package. It's just. So I guess the thing with Giannis to Miami is who is staying to make that happen, because Giannis doesn't want to be on a team where he has to hard carry a team. So they have to present something that's like, you have to have a team that also presents like, okay, we're going to have a co-captain at least that's not a horribly compromised version of Damian Lillard. Because Giannis does seem like the type of player that just wants to maximize his championship window. Well, actually, I think we know that is his intent, is that he wants to maximize his window. And now it's time to figure out. Now, today is the game for us to find out, can the T-Wolves maintain their shooting streak?
Maybe.
So?
Maybe. There's only one way to find out. I haven't actually watched the T-Wolves play. Couldn't tell you.
Probably not. You seriously didn't watch any of the hockey? It was pretty fucking good, dude.
Did not watch any of the hockey.
The Maple Leafs are probably going to go 2 games up in their series, so you might have a year where the Maple Leafs don't horribly disappoint you until at least the second round.
Oh, so they're going to make it to, what, the semifinals?
Yeah. They are one of the best teams in the league, but that hasn't really ever translated.
That hasn't really ever mattered.
The Maple Leafs. Still happy about the Canes looking like they're gonna fucking pulverize the Devils.
You just don't like New Jersey.
I don't like the Devils.
Ergo, you don't like New Jersey. New Jersey, sorry. Yeah.
What, and you do?
Not really. I mean, I've never been to... Well, actually, no, that's true. That's not true. I've been to Jersey. It's actually not that bad. It's... Atlantic City, on the other hand, that place is kind of rough. Not even in, like, the traditional way.
You go there to gamble, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I remember like driving down what was considered the main strip and like just seeing dozens of things that are like, here's a 25-cent peep show, and going like, what the hell? You know, I guess that's what they wanted to have, so they got it.
So, oh wait, I did point this out. So if this is why Canada can rest assured that there will be a Canadian team that moves on to the second round because the number one
the Leafs and the Senators are playing
number
against each
4 seed is the Maple Leafs versus the Senators. So that means one Canadian team has to make the second round. It's not going to be a clean sweep this year, or like in previous years.
Hey, what's up?
Any luck finding Jaskar?
What's up? Also, I don't know. I'm literally getting an Oblivion remaster.
I suppose that's... You'll have to forgive me. You've fulfilled your end, and don't you forget about... Bye.
All right.
Anyways, I don't know how else to break this. I know that you're in denial about it, Jatsu, but Winnipeg seriously does have the best team in the league.
What do you mean denial about it? I haven't talked about this at all. I feel like this has come up more than one occasion. I genuinely do not really follow hockey.
You follow hockey when a Canadian team's about to set their city on fire, though.
So what, 2008? Or was that 2009?
Later, earlier
Sports.
than that.
I was in the States when it happened, so...
Look, man, the Canucks fans were going to set that city on fire regardless.
Yeah. Everyone's well aware that was going to happen, and it happened.
Where's the goddamn fence?
But I mean, Vancouver's always been like a weird...
Well met.
Well met.
Yeah, the Aurora Borealis... Ooh, boy, yeah, that frame rate's dropping, huh?
That's fine.
The Aurora Borealis effect, especially when
Apparently
it
I'm
gets
being called a
darker,
fake
is
Canadian like Wayne Gretzky. Jeez, man.
That's a burn. That's a
That's
real
very
bad
mean.
burn.
And the fun fact is I've always been talking shit about Wayne Gretzky ever since like he bought the Phoenix Coyotes and was just like, yeah, we're gonna keep the Phoenix Coyotes in Phoenix, Arizona, where no one watches the games. We have to give the tickets away, and no one shows up. Meanwhile, Hamilton's literally been begging for a team for 20 years. They have OHL teams that sell out every single fucking game in Hamilton.
I don't know what to tell you. Wayne Gretzky's doesn't actually care about
I see you are with the great.
Yeah, no shit.
Bruma is a perfect town for a Nord man. You got some hot property.
He moved to LA and he never looked back.
I'm listening.
You know, he never played for a Canadian team again.
Really?
He's never lived in Canada again.
Not funny. Not even a little bit. What a wonderful... That's just
Likely
talk.
never will live in Canada again.
Goodness, what can I say?
Dude's more or less been an
Is
American
that
for the last,
so?
like, at least
Well,
20 years.
not funny. Not even
Ever
a
since he
little bit.
married an American.
You know.
Is that so?
I'm not going to talk shit on that.
Wonderful compliment. Well done. Ugh, that's foul.
Yeah, as I've said, Raiden,
You're
you live by the
revolting.
puss, you die by the puss.
Really now? You're... you... I
No.
wish I could say that.
Absolutely not.
How many times have you died by puss?
Goodness, what can I say?
Chris
Never.
Zombie Pie redacted.
What a... Get... Oh, please.
Never.
I mean, people could give me Twitch bits, and
Well
I
done.
would do a hockey team.
Get away from me. You're wasting. No, you do me too much honor. Got
Tell
some
me
hot
about your
property.
Canadian expansion.
The only Canadian expansion I want is...
Say the joke. I know you were thinking it. Say the joke. Say the joke. What number state? Say it. Come on. Come on. Come on, say it. Brayden, get out.
I can't make that deal,
Brayden, come
even
on.
for you.
Just say it.
I can't make that deal, even for you. I can't make that deal, even for you. I think I can move this item for you at that price. Got anything else? I think I can move this item for you at that price. Got anything else? I'm glad. Shadow. Oh, hide. I'm really... You got some hot property.
Time to offload.
I think I can move...
Gotta offload all of this.
A good price for a good customer. You got a great deal. I'm glad. Shadow hide you.
We did it. I've fenced over 30 gold worth of goods.
Good job.
What can I do for you?
Proud of yourself?
The Countess is Heartland Nibanian. And so are...
Oh, word?
They say that when you...
Hey,
Good journey to you.
Yeah.
Brayden. The WK brings up a good point. The Salt Lake City hockey team was not very good, but they sold out every single goddamn game.
Yeah.
Good evening.
No, Salt Lake. That doesn't surprise me.
Utah, they're still called the Utah Hockey Club.
The Utah hockey team, they still haven't...
Yeah, they still...
They haven't officially decided on one yet?
No. The designs are still there, but yeah. But yeah, surprise, surprise. Salt Lake City, kind of big on hockey.
That doesn't surprise me. Anyway, time to steal more shit. Oh no, ghosts! Get him, skeleton. Oh god! My skeleton! Yeah, that's right. Hit me with your magic. Ah ha 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 ha. A fork. A blaster. A flute. Get him. I don't need to play this game the entire time, by the way. Because I know what this game is. You know what this game is.
You watching this probably know what this game is.
Yeah. Or you're like 14 and you weren't alive when this game came out.
I think that Justin's probably right. You could probably make the transition from Skyrim being your reference to this pretty easily.
It is way too bloody warm in here right now.
Is that the global warming?
No, it's the house with the computer in it, and the AC's not on. This computer gets very hot.
It seems like you definitely got the lock picking.
Oh, this lockpicking minigame was always pretty.
Yeah.
I jinxed you.
No.
Sorry, Braden.
There we go. Time to steal from the priests. Oh, that's right, Knights of the Nine. I remember that.
One of the more mid expansion packs for the game. Again, I think Shivering Isles is actually an all-timer.
Don't mind me. Anyway, all of those books were worth a shitload of money. Time to offload it. Hydration break in this economy?
Someone's got to drink something. It might as well be you.
I drink something.
Greetings, son. I'm really... You got some hot property?
Look how much money.
You got a great deal. You drive a hard bargain.
Money, honey.
A fine transaction. I'm glad Shadow hide you.
Good to know.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members.
I hope I made myself clear.
Oh?
What's the new...
I mean, there's just a guy. This body is going to be here forever.
Yeah. No one's coming to pick it up.
We don't need to do the Thieves Guild, though, if we don't want to. We could... We could do this.
Who's there?
I'm under attack. Defend me, Imperial Legion.
Stay away! Have a copy of the Black Horse Courier. It's the only way to get the real news.
Halt.
Stop right there.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Oh shit, you practice necromancy?
Never take me down.
In this economy?
Necromancy may be legal in Cyrodiil, but you won't see many openly admitting to it.
Oh. Do your worst.
Look out!
Don't feel
Hey,
bad.
what's up, dude?
No one lives forever.
Trying to fight an Imperial Legion with no shirt and 2 arrows sticking out of your leg.
Yeah.
Seems like a bad idea.
You have my ear, citizen.
You just took the arrows out?
Yeah.
I mean, they are
free arrows.
They were silver? Yeah.
Yeah, silver, man. You need silver to fight against certain ghost enemies.
Yeah. You need that for ghosts, wraiths, and werewolves.
My character, Cretin Le Breton. Oh, I hear Nirnroot.
Nirnroot in a ship? Oh, right, it might be growing in a pot. Yep.
Sweet rolls.
Maybe the most obnoxious quest. Getting
Oh,
on
yeah.
the Nirnroot. Maybe one of the most obnoxious quests in RPG history. Not the most, but it's up there.
Fuck! And there you go.
Some of these quests, I do like them. Man, I know that everyone points out that murder house in the Dark Mages Guild, but again, I think you pointed it out, Braden. There are quests in this game that I remember far better than I remember in Skyrim.
Like, I don't remember shit about certain Skyrim quests.
I remember the dragon that was voiced by Mario.
Yeah.
And I remember the blades being dicks about it. And I do remember going to Viking Heaven. I remember that. I remember that.
Whereas, yeah, like, some of the... Like, all of the Dark Brotherhood quests in this game I remember pretty well. Whereas, the only stuff in the Dark Brotherhood quest line I remember is, like, the part where you're trapped in the coffin. That's pretty good.
You don't like coffins?
that part's pretty good in Skyrim, where you are trapped inside the coffin with the Night Mother.
Well, okay, I do like the stuff with the Night Mother in Skyrim, yes. The part where it's like, yeah, we're the Dark Brotherhood, but we don't believe in the Night Mother. And then you find the Jester Man, he's like, the fuck you say? You don't believe that this is an order about worshipping a corpse lady? And then, spoilers, he basically napalms all of them and leaves them to basically die of starvation. And then you have this Jester Man who worships the Night Mother, and it's like, well, shit, dog, I don't want that done to me. God, that Jester is the best companion, too. I love him so much. But yeah, the whole thing about the Mages Guild in Skyrim is, oh, fuck, I actually have been a fraud my entire life and left all my friends to die in this mine. And I'm the leader of the Mages Guild now. And now my friends want me dead.
And then the companions were werewolves.
Yeah. It's a bunch of werewolf stuff, which I think that they do a pretty good job of in the expansion pack with the vampires, and actually making that stuff not just completely a waste of time. But I don't know.
Well, there was nothing valuable down here in this pirate ship. But, you know, I got like 3 pearls.
Sure.
And more importantly, I increased my security skill, which is the true
But yeah, like, I don't know. I know that Justin likes the game more than Oblivion, but I actually don't like how Skyrim looks.
I'm at the point where
is one Siberian snowscape after another, and it's way more repetition than people, I think.
Here's the secret: is that
admit.
Just playing this again continues to make me go, yeah, I still like this more.
Gotcha. Here's a
Gray Fox Unmasked.
Also, we've harped about the simplification of the Elder Scrolls mechanics in Skyrim before. We don't really need to.
Yeah.
In fact, we recorded an entire joke podcast about that very concept.
Yep.
I do just find it to be an immediately less fun or less in-depth experience to play. Just top to bottom.
Where to go? What to see?
citizen?
I should probably... I'll finish this quest while I'm... And then maybe we'll switch to something else, because Like, I do like this game's evening lighting. That's one of those things that, like, new games got very good at. Fuck.
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Good off. On to Svannon. Retired. Sleep late and read trashy books. I don't keep up with Mages Guild affairs anymore. I spent 40 years at the Arcane University. Good years, but I don't miss it. Now I'm completely useless, and proud of it. There's something strange about Ida of Lenormand. Farewell.
So I like it. I think that obviously the bigger thing is that if you have qualms about playing something that is like just a new coat of paint on a
game from 2006. It's still the game from 2006.
You were expecting a proper remake treatment with this thing. Yeah, you're not gonna like this.
Like they did the smart thing in regards to.
But yeah, they did exactly what I would kind of want them to do for like a pervert like me, which is you kept the jank. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I can say.
Now the question is, did they put the horse armor back in?
Yes, I have horse armor.
Except so the horse armor is
and there's extra horse armor if you
horse armor
bought
for
the
the season pass thing.
If you bought the $10 more edition, they added extra horse armor.
Very kind of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I need to recover Magicka. And then I just cast the spell.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't know if it will be like something that I actually do put on my Game of the Year list, because that feels like cheating.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, I love it.
Yep, it turns out, still fucking love this game. And it helps that it's not drowning in light bloom, and I mean, the faces are still bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that happens.
Getting all of his stuff from a grave robber. All this free bone meal for me. Yum, 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 yum.
What is it?
What?
Hello, Rochelle Bantian, Samuel's wife. Samuel was a bit wild as a young man. The city will do that to you. Bad company.
Like, why does everyone
bad
have the weird,
influences.
like, DreamWorks face?
The Fighters Guild is recruit. Good day.
It's so funny.
Speak.
Greetings to you.
Chat, do we have any suggestions for another game to stream?
Hello.
Hello.
I work as a guard. Take care.
What do you got?
I got installed. I got, well, we could do the last story, although it's kind of late
Hello,
to start
welcome
that.
back. Blasted thief. I can't believe what I'm seeing in this book. I'm mortified. To think these things here were once on the bodies of the recently deceased. It's just too horrible to comprehend. I don't even know what to say. Yes, that's the least I can do. First and foremost, I will never meet with him again. I can promise you that. Secondly, I remember him mentioning a place he had to be this very day.
I think this is Jason Marsden.
Yes, that's right.
This is
He said
definitely
that he
new
wouldn't
voice
be able
acting.
to do anything else as he had something important to do. You don't think he would dig up? Yes. I hope you can forgive me. I had no idea.
Got that first Berserker Kazan. I have that stop motion game. I got Genealogy: The Holy War. That's right. Could play that. Or, yeah, I don't know. Or I could torture my friend by making him play more Type 0.
If you want me to, I can.
No. I don't. I want you to not play that game.
I'm playing it right now.
Oh, no.
Because I am SP farming. Although it's not going so far.
I had a feeling
so
you'd
well.
catch on. This time it wasn't to
actually,
take.
not
Fall before me, Breton. You'll never take me down.
Super great so far. Okay, so she's out. Cool.
Do your worst.
Good. Can I get a second SP?
I fought Mudcrabs more fearsome than you. Not the best you can do. You're pathetic.
The farming
I'm
is
just
not
warming
going so
up,
well
you
this
pathetic worm.
Okay.
You can just drain people's life. And now it's my turn to do graves robbing.
You doing the necromancy?
No, now I need to rob these graves for money.
You were the grave robber this whole time.
Swap out for me right now? That would be great. Yeah, I feel like the people who expected more out of the Oblivion remaster, like asking for something to be completely rehauled, rebalanced, played differently entirely.
At that point, just make a new game.
At that point, just you're asking for the Elder Scrolls 6.
I mean, there's a lot of people asking for the Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, and it turns out that Starfield was way more development and resource intensive than anyone could have predicted.
Hello, my. Were you able to? And we can at last rest.
And say what you will about the final game, but I mean that is a game where you can kind of wrap your mind about why it took them so long to make it.
Sure.
It was very big.
The Emperor.
Even if it's not very fun.
I won't.
Is it actually not fun?
It's more that it's like, it's very much.
Thank you.
How can I
Hello,
help
my
you?
friend.
Very run of the mill.
Bethesda
What?
making a Bethesda game.
I have friends visiting.
Sure.
Good day.
What do you... I do have... Very... Goodbye.
And how much
We
do you
can
value
express
that? That basically says how much you want to know about Starfield.
I mean, it's more so that I'm kind of like whatever with Bethesda games at this point. It's nothing to do with the fact that it's Starfield.
I mean, I don't
I
know.
mean, half of this game's a
Are you
nostalgia
more
play for
excited
me.
to play some? Yeah. Are you more excited to play something with Bethesda open world design, or are you less excited to play some? What would you take at this point? The Ubisoft open world template or the Bethesda template?
Neither.
No, you have to take one. That's my point.
No, I don't have to
The
take
whole-
either of those. I've been not
that's
taking
the
either
whole
of those
point
for
of this being an exercise.
so many
Like,
years.
which do you prefer at this point?
Well, you could say that, but like literally, I have made the decision
Well,
in
the
my
whole
life to
point
not
is that
play
I'm
either
giving you
of
a
those things.
hypothetical situation, and I just wanted
Like
your
gun to my
opinion.
head, I guess like
Hypothetical
probably
situation.
the Bethesda stop game over the Assassin's Creed stuff. Yes.
I could just relieve my burden. I have no need of your pathetic encumbrance
Greetings to
limits.
What? Anyone can wear clothes, but the right clothes. That's not so easy. Go to any castle. They wear Palinuria's designs or they're nobody.
Something about the elves
You see?
scared the shit out of me. And I think it's specifically the Altmer who scare me.
The longer face with the yellower complexion.
Yeah. Anyway, I got a ring that gives me resist fire. That's neat. Edgar's discount spells. Hey guys, welcome to Edgar's discount spells.
Edgar Vautrin.
You don't want the best. I've got
You want
cheap.
to buy or sell? The city is great. You want free? Go down the hole.
Reminds me
Skills-
of the
Good thing we have the Black Horse.
Volus, market
All right.
dude in Mass Effect 2. I ain't doing any
I
of
doubt
these
it.
fancy virtual commercials.
please.
I got
Don't
shit.
waste your flattery
It's
on-
cheap.
Not bad.
Do you want
Not
it or
bad
do
at
you
all.
not want it? Come on over.
I doubt it. Don't waste your flattery on me. Yes, yes, good one. Don't, please. I'm sorry. Sure, that I doubt it. What nonsense. Not bad. Not bad. I doubt it. Don't waste your... Don't, please. I'm sorry. What nonsense. I accept. That's pretty good. I doubt... What nonsense. Yes, yes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I doubt it. Don't try to... I accept. I have no choice. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I can summon a scamp.
Yeah, I'm not saying this game is perfect, but I do kind of like the delineated schools of magic in this.
Oh yeah, because they're actually different from one another.
They're actually different from one another.
Another... You too.
All right.
Breath of the Wild style or Elden Ring style? I mean, isn't Elden Ring just Breath of the Wild, but with Zelda? Or sorry, but with Dark Souls.
Oh, I know what we can play.
I'm very
What can we
tired.
play, Braden?
We could play Tomb Raider. We could
No,
play.
you're playing Tomb Raider 2, right?
Well, I am in the last chunk of Tomb Raider 1. Yeah, so we could do Tomb Raider. We could do I show off the weird ass video games that I was planning on showing off. I could do. How do you feel about stop motion?
I've watched it before. It's totally fine.
Anyway, this is Judero.
Here, many a foot or a weary mile we have walked through the road. Beyond this shepherd's acre is the village of
Boy, this sure has a look to it.
Vein, where we might rest our heads.
Sure does.
I have no need for rest, Mab.
Yes, it is true. Perhaps we might find companionship there.
Hush, Mab. Hark. Yonder shepherd calls out.
If you be the last of all grim,
Judero, years have passed since your brawn graced these glens, and your return no too soon.
I think these people might be Scottish.
Judero, something bothers my flock.
What makes you say that?
Hideous beast, plump with wickedness. Can you shoot away?
Bro? Is that the
something
term,
you can do?
bro? A Scottish bro?
Aye, that I can do.
Here, a good deed, Jethro. Good deed.
on yon green hill.
See, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Haggis!
Here, you can hit it with the attack. You can also dash away from your
If you be the last.
Many thanks, Judero. As well you know, I am but a humble shepherd, and a cowardly one at that. That beast, that wicked beast will sully my dreams. I have naught to give but passage through my fields. Your thanks is taken to heart.
See, when people are like, oh, video games, you know, I can't be excited for video games.
They have no joy in their lives.
I just go, you haven't been looking hard enough. When people are like, oh, there aren't any interesting video games.
One, I got some indie games to recommend for you.
Yeah.
So, you just boot up recent releases or recent editions on Game Pass and you'll be amazed by the quality of like mid-budget games. That's the thing, like in the grand scheme of things, with the price going up, I'm still expecting for Game Pass to have a price increase. Even if they boot it up by like $5, it's still incredible. Not to like excuse corporations charging more for the same product, but Game Pass is still a great game.
Oh, Judero. Ah. Oh, see. Oh!
that's nightmarish.
Let me tell you about 1,000 Times Resist. I should play that!
That's a video game. So wait, are you just this dude now?
I can possess, yeah, the weird... I can possess the weird beheaded creature, yes. But, like... games like this just show up on Steam.
Yeah.
So, when everyone was like, oh, there are no video games exist, they're all bad.
You're not looking hard enough.
You're not looking hard enough.
Mob,
Here is where we part.
and so our paths entwined shall disentangle. I knew of this day, Mob. Mob, I dreaded it.
Don't say it, Jotaro.
There's nothing to be gained from being shy of goodbyes. Ours was a bond most pleasant. We ought not to dismiss that.
Before I leave, I will ever be in your service. How can I forget the horrors of that funky skin curse? How can I forget that you found and freed me?
So,
Goodbye, Jotaro.
Mob, goodbye. May your path lie in lines.
Oh.
Alright, bye, Rabbit, I guess.
Mob.
Jotaro, I would be remiss if I were not to mention that I have conversed with the wind and
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
Rabbit
yes,
is
AAA games are also good. Except when they're bad, but, you know.
Well, you know.
Is there a message?
Can't win them all.
Except when they're like
that the old ways are
really bad.
Is there a reason for
Which I even feel
concern?
like the quality of AAA games is the expectation is the worst that could happen is that it's just average or mediocre rather than bad.
If you say so. I've seen
I
plenty
mean, there
of
are
games
games
that
that
just seem
release
like
hot
that.
or release very they need patches, but that's the worst we've gotten from most AAA games.
I mean,
like you really have to release something completely borked to get
Our baby
excoriated
has
by the
been
public
taken,
or the
and I'm
press at this
certain it was
point.
the beast Evelyn that took her.
And
look
we've
at this man!
Talked
I don't
about,
want to.
Your
That's horrifying.
It was left orphaned at our door one fateful evening. The sister and I took him in. The sister says he even has a passing resemblance to me. A quaint coincidence.
Uh-huh. Definitely not your...
That Evelyn was always scurrying around him. I do believe she intended to devour him. I'm glad she's been shunned out of the village. If she is the devil's child, let her live then from the devil. But Judaro, if he still lives, save the baby from Evelyn's ravenous maw. I've grown rather fond of the tyke. Judaro, if he still...
I can...
I heard a birdie singing in my chamber as I lay, the casement open swinging as morning woke the day. And the boughs around were twining, the bright sun through them shining. I had long been pining for my lover far away. I'm glad to see the bark. But asked, I danced to her, she's sitting there and I asked, pale as the milk she was. Asked, have you yet lain with a man? No, mother. Then for what is this demeanour you bring with your burdens? No, mother. Evelyn, I try. You cannot say I do not try. Perhaps a companion is what you need. I knock at the door. That's them. Who, Evelyn? I have to go. And in haste she was off. Could you seek her out, Judaro? She needs her mother.
Aye, that I can do.
That I can do. Look at this!
Judero.
Yeah.
Be you moth or be moon? I was moth.
Rope. Candle.
The signs are fast travel. Look at this stop motion dog!
Looks pretty good.
Look at this stop motion snake!
I have a sister, Sally.
Judero.
I agree, strange gnome.
A witch twists this glen, the youngest of three wicked sisters. Her tendrils spiral and stretch round this village, are vulnerable or in danger. Even I do not feel myself anymore. My going to lally Judero.
You only knew my heart, I'd be grateful.
Judero?
Judero.
Gregor and Calvin McKinley. Yum yum pig's bum.
Yeah, this has a charm to it.
I mean, this is a game for me, right?
Judero, is that you? Welcome.
This is a game for me, a sick freak.
The flowers grow while I
Look at this grotesque nightmare.
What is in creation?
Is it, this is kind of the horrible, grotesque nightmares that made Scald fun.
Yeah.
You keep your garden fair. I warn you, beware. Let no man steal your time.
You needn't worry about me, Judero. You needn't worry about me.
I've not had many. If you only knew my heart, I'd be grateful. A tinker or a tailor, a fiddler or a dancer, a plowboy or a
Judero. Ugh. I got to run.
Judero, here by this water I saw
Surprised
visions.
man.
The water stilled and became as glass. The salmon swimming in from the sea were clear to my eye. Then manifested a depth peculiar, a depth revealing a land beneath the brackish. I then approached a boat, rowed from the underplace by a lovely vision of womanhood. She told me of the Fomori, a cruel, misshapen race of sea gods, that she was their princess, and that she was pursued by the Dark Lord, Tirnaduf, who meant to make her his bride. Her name was Mjörgen, born of the sea. Should you ever cross paths with a bonny lass by that name, Judaro, dinna let her be wed to that foul Tirnaduf. Her heart belongs here.
Judaro! Judaro! Spittin' haggis!
The elven night stands on yon hill. Blow, 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 blowing his horn loud and clear. The wind shall blow my I have yon horn in my kiss. Bonny laddie I love best, when shall blow my blue.
The Brars, Gregor and Calvin McKinley, live north of here in the Cranach. The briars have been growing wilder as their tempers swell.
I also love that this is clearly like one guy doing all the voice acting. Oh. Très mimic. And the battle of tree against tree, the only winner is me. Ugh, I can't go for this rock. Is a bad Scottish accent, is that a racism?
I mean, no.
Path ahead is blocked by
You know what?
cobwebs and
It's as
briars.
racist as
Seems
doing an
most
Italian accent if you're
unnatural.
trying to impersonate the Mario Bros.
Path ahead is.
It seems most
I realize that
unnatural.
Gino is not here and he has an opinion about that, but I don't care. I said what I said and I don't regret it.
I think I love this game.
Love. That's a strong word.
In terms
To the
of
south lies the dark.
the exact brand of stupid it's going for. And weird.
My father asked me a little.
Would mimicking a Boston accent be racist? No.
night stands on yon hill. Blow, 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 blowing his horn loud and shrill. The wind shall blow my blade If I had yon horn in my chest, blow, 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 and the bonny lad he I love best, wind shall blow my blade.
What? Okay, you know what? You know what this reminds me of, and not just because of stop motion. Hylix.
Yeah? Yeah. That's a video game.
Yeah, it is. I mean...
Yeah, my idea with Hylix would be to do a games clearly inspired by Earthbound.
Hylix is so much more, though.
Yeah. But that's how I'd group it.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, I like Hylix 1 more than 2.
Hylix 2 is more of a video game. Hylix 1 is an experimental art piece.
And it's better as a result of being experimental.
Uh-huh. Ronald Reagan's pagan spray gun. Curse, horrid stench, germ hole, long legs 11, legs 11, semenology. What? I don't think any of those are real things. I think the game was the game was having a bit of a laugh. I can't do Scottish. Let me tell you, if a bonny Scottish lass came up to me and said, you trying to play the bad games? I'd be like, I miss.
You want to get a cup of coffee?
I would like to get a cup of coffee and whatever it is they eat in Scotland, fried food, doner kebabs. Tikka masala was invented in Scotland. Scotland. Fair Scotland.
Scots.
I also love that all of these videos are weird and low res.
They are done that way for probably a reason.
Yeah.
Muted this whole time.
This game is
great.
I'm
just not sure what this game is. This is like a Zelda-like.
It's a life choice.
Yes, it's Oh, I see. I need this. But yeah, I think the answer to this is, this game is whatever it needs to be for the purposes of, being fucking weird.
And it's better for it. Honestly, I make games weird again. Wait, I can't say that.
I mean, there are plenty of weird games.
Also, no.
I just wish there were more Uh-oh.
Well, that's disturbing.
Are those guys... Is that... Oh, even the boss music is a...
Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling.
Oh, Chudero! No. Nah! Chudero! Nope, nope. I'm so close.
God, this game's got a vibe.
This moment marks our besting. We have spited the village below for too long. They may begrudge us, but we made this war of ours. As we submit to you, we shall in turn submit to our better selves and venture into a brighter day. If only you could see the glen as we see it, then you might understand that frustration was our lot, and from it an evil born.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I am in hindsight kind of happy with how we ended that filler pod.
Yeah. Yeah. People are going to... It's good. Hot takes drive... They drive they drive engagement. Okay. Okay, see, now we need to dispel the spider webs.
There's like puzzly stuff in this.
Yeah.
God, it's just a nightmare looking at this game, and I love it.
Yeah. But also, so much effort was put into this.
Like, he's clearly like a toy Barbie doll for like He-Man or some shit like that, right? Like,
yeah.
Chudero, is that you? Thank you for your purchase.
I have a sister, Sally, who's younger than I am. Had so many sweethearts, she had to deny them. But as for my part, I've not had many. If you
More video game.
Should look weird. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that. It reminds me of that stop-motion claymation RPG that Zeta was talking about a while ago, Dujna.
Oh yeah. Also, here's the other one I remember. Is that Edgar Allan Poe?
Oh, the game that I played? Right.
Yeah. Where
that game was less of a game and more of
a
like,
art piece, and that's fine, because boy, it looks
I stopped
real good.
playing it in part because, you know, it's like, this isn't actually a puzzle game. But yeah, it used puppets. I always give extra points to video games that use puppets.
Oddly specific,
I've
but
said
sure.
it before. Arbitrary Waters, they give me money. Oh!
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I don't think we have an
Spider!
answer.
We beastas! I've said it before. If I was given money and talent to make a video game, I would make a game that's just World of Zine, but every character is just an elaborate puppet. Look at that, solving puzzles, eh?
his true name. Saul Crawford, son of the idiot Melvin Maltert.
I have to put the baby on the Switch. I put the baby on the Switch. It's like using Princess Ruto.
Sure.
In Jabu Jabu's belly. It's just like that. Oh.
The elfin night shines on
Judaro, you've saved him. My blessed bouncing boy. Thank you, Judaro.
Evelyn tells me she birthed the boy.
Oh, this dude looks rough. He looks really, really fucking rough.
Speak.
But you know the father.
Sin is his father.
Sin is
his father. But by grace.
So he's your son.
But as for my part,
The priest had his wicked way
So the
with her
story
then.
is also
Typical.
weird. It's not just the art.
Sure,
It's what you
it's
tell.
laid out for the best. The typical. I heard a birdie in the boat.
That's what I want.
A witch twists wicked are vulnerable.
a plowboy or a sailor, a rich man, a poor man, a fool.
The flowers grow while I bring me down. What is in creation? I leave thee to grow leaves, and I shall leave thee to grow. Flowers, grant me absolution for growing thee.
Alright, well, you guys enjoy your art. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, I love art.
Have a good night.
I love art.
Judaro, is that you? Welcome. Ooh, what a purchase.
Oh.
Judaro, dearest.
Bessie, they're spreading tall tales about you in the village.
Oh, and well they might. It bothers me not.
It bothers me.
Oh, look at their mugs.
Come, lay you down, love, and
calamity falleth across this land, but we can find peace here.
Spell of your doing, Bessie, these growing frictions.
Heavens, no! I pick herbs with fairies and bless the seasons. I have no ill intent.
Then what is causing this unrest?
You will find what you are looking for at the top of the Glass Mountain.
What is the Glass Mountain?
There are 7 planes of heaven, just as there are 9 circles of hell. The first is paradise, the second a green castle, the third is a glass mountain. The glass mountain might represent the surmountable, near impossible challenge. The mountaintop is the place where we can talk to the sky. Such untamed land seems an expression of nature.
Where is the Glass Mountain?
It is over the sea, past the kingdom of want. The king of beasts guards a passage to an astral plane that walks alongside ours.
What will I find at the top of the Glass Mountain?
Conclusion, Judero. Closure. Be what it may.
I miss Mob.
This is okay. Here's the other thing. This is Adult Swim. Oh, I see. I need the fire sprite in order to clear yonder.
Yeah, like this reminds me of something like Tim and Robert would make.
Yeah. I love the sound effects. Because it's clearly just them making noises with their mouths. And I think that's wonderful.
Indeed it is. Make games weird. At all costs, is what I say.
Commercial viability is for suckers. Remember when I picked up that baby? And it was clearly one of the developer's actual babies?
I was happy once.
Why?
Yes, I was once promised that I would be given a child of my own. Then at the last minute, I was cheated, and I came away empty-handed.
That's terrible, but with adopting, I suppose you've got to prepare yourself for disappointment.
This wasn't through an adoption agency, though. I wish I had that option. Where I come from, it's illegal to offer even the most basic services to small, strange-looking people. I couldn't even post a letter in peace.
Gosh, how awful.
Oh, Mume did a cover with Corone.
Yes, I was eventually exiled to a place in the mountains. They didn't like me laugh either, you see. They said it was creepy. Anyway, one day I decided to take a walk near the castle. Having nothing to lose if I got caught, I heard someone crying. It was a girl. Turns out her father had said to the king she could spin straw into gold in order that he might marry her.
I've taken some solace knowing that, like,
Otherwise, he was a
both
clear
Nina
villain, but only
and
self-interest at heart.
everyone else says, yeah, no,
I'm gonna be here
not
for
leaving.
a bit. I still have things I want to do.
I guess now
Long story short, I can do a bit of magic, you see. So I span the straw for her in exchange for things I didn't really need anyway. I did that just to make her feel like the king kept locking her up, demanding her spin more gold. And hey, why not? No one's ever gonna marry me in this kingdom of want.
Admittedly, she pile-drived her health to the point that
and built an extension on my shack. I painted it pink and blue to cover both genders. I wove a little
we shall see.
But when I came back for the baby, the newly made queen turned her back on me. She even
it sounds mean, but if Faye says I'm
idiotic
leaving
creature,
his
I
word,
instead
that
gave her
is-
another chance, even though she'd been untrue to her word. I said
that
I had made
sounds
the mistake of
mean.
being
I
too
get
cocky
it,
and dancing around the
but
campfire,
also Faye.
shouting out my name like
Yeah.
a bleeding idiot. So of course someone heard me.
Faye was
So although
fans
she
were
didn't actually guess
begging
my
for
name, I
her
had
to
pretty
take a
much put myself in
vacation.
checkmate.
And she finally did.
But still, she hadn't guessed it. So she broke the deal. And I decided to let this go without argument. To be honest, I was
I think the
never
next
willing. Not
person
only
who
would
leaves
be
is
without
gonna
all these
come
riches,
from
but also a stranger. And when a child reads this story, not
think
the
about
king,
that Gen
even
Zero
though he would have had no qualms about cutting off his future wife's head, and even though he demanded gold like a pig every night,
Like, I came to the shockingly the huge disappointment of realizing, like, watching these Hachima cooking streams, she actually has clearly been practicing her cooking. So
Yeah,
was a miller
she's
who once put his daughter's life at risk
an
just on the
adult.
off chance that the king would believe a
She's an
massive
adult,
fib, and
and she
certainly not the
needs
young
to
girl. Who do you think? Me, of course. Because I am small and...
But I do like the one where she recorded when she came back after her hiatus and she dropped her camera into the soup. That was fucking funny. God. Yeah, there's some of those like, how much longer can, like, Nepo Labo, for example, keep it up? Because they've been one of the strongest synergies in All Alive Japan forever. But how much
How
longer?
can I tell ya? But, as we all know, as Juduro tells us, it's not
not a
all
forever
forever.
career. Yeah, it really isn't. It
Nothing
really
is
isn't.
forever. You can just enjoy it while it's there, lad. Pish pish boff. Oi. Bish bash bosh. What you looking at? Oi, you. What you looking at, bish bash bosh?
Judaro, we're getting it from both sides. Our attention is being divided.
Oh, I love this man too.
From the east, the Fomori, led by their vile Dark Lord, Echerna Doof, they are weak and pathetic, but relentless.
I love all the
guided by his wicked soul.
things in this game.
To the west, the giant Galligantus, servant of Thomas Musgrave, is gathering English relievers to steal our cattle, and the black-hearted fairy hag Saining She, who spreads fiery corruption. Will you help us, Judaro? Is that something you can do? Quell the disquiet caused by Galligantus and Saining She, so that we can focus on the Fomori. Should you defeat the Fomorian Lord, I will give you my boat, so that you may sail to the Kingdom of Want. I've opened the gate for you, so you can get down to the village.
We used to be a culture.
We used to have visual variety in our video games.
I mean, we do.
We do. You have to go to itch now. Yeah, I guess that's a thing. I will say though, the thing that is like continually just driving me crazy is itch's search tools.
1,000 miles from here, in a country called Bulgaria.
Every single time I buy one of these charity bundles, it's like, where are the actual games? How 90% of this shit is tabletop, indie tabletop
It knows not
rule
of
books
desert
that
nor of
I'm
snowfields,
not going to
but
read.
as with Scotland,
Don't
knows
need
the
it.
mountain and the forest.
Really not interested.
the elk
Where are
and
the
wolf.
games?
There is a story of a mountain that
Oh, I've
crumbled,
got
burying
5
two
copies of
shepherds.
Celeste.
Two shepherds
I mean, that
buried
part
on a
I'm
mountain.
fine.
Do you follow?
A lot of times
Two
I
shepherds,
buy those
two
ones
friends.
for, like, actually
follow.
support
The first
charity.
shepherd begs the mountain, let
I'm
me
not
go.
actually, like,
My
salty
first love
about
waits
that.
for
It
me.
is-
Begs the mountain, the
Itch
land.
is
Not the angels sing in heaven, the
really
mountain.
bad search system.
The second shepherd begs the
Yeah.
mountain, let
That
me
is
go.
such a
My
bad
old mother waits
Such
for
a
me.
bad.
The mountain replies, O shepherds too, a betrothed one weeps and grieves from morning till night. It is so, so sad. The mountain says this to the shepherds. Do you understand? But a mother grieves until the grave.
What happened to the shepherds?
Well, they died. Don't you understand a thing? Are you an idiot? A mountain collapsed on them.
Oh. I think yeah. Don't tell the main pod about this game. It's too good.
Yeah.
They don't need
That
to
is
know
starting
about
to become
Judaro.
something that is a worry that I've developed. Is we've had a couple of games like, man, I really want to record this. Oh wait, now the main podcast is doing this. Like, fuck.
Listen, when they did Trials of Mana,
I was salty, dude.
I was salty.
I was so fucking pissed.
And
God damn it. Those assholes. problem for me today. I'm glad I did it.
Oh no!
Here's the weird thing though. That is well for
Carlisle. That was a human mouth saying Carlisle.
We're under attack.
Oh, that's all they say.
See the enemy and put it.
You'll never beat us. Game on. Game on.
Water wizard. Gotta put out the fires. We didn't start the fire. God, that flame effect also is pretty rad, dude. Every part of all of how this game looks. I love it. I wish I liked Rock of Ages more than I did.
The problem with Rock of Ages is that, like, it actually gets hard.
I just don't find the actual, like...
Tower offense.
That was amazing.
Yeah, like, the whole, like, rolling the rock down and, like, basically it's Super Monkey Ball physics.
Yeah. And then you also need to build a defense so they don't do it to you.
Yeah, I just like the look of that.
Look at this cat!
That cat is a fucking chonky cat. I love it. Look at that chonky ass cat. It's clearly the developer, they tried to make a cat using their own, like, pottery workshop, and it turned out all messed up, and they still used it. They still use it. God bless them. But yeah, I wish I liked Rock of Ages more than I did. I don't know if the word despise is the right word, but I really didn't like the physics, and I really didn't like the, like, element of luck almost to, like, get a lucky roll or drop on top of, like, needing to actually strategery your placement of defensive encampments and taking note of new and novel things. Like,
Ever snugged yourself in the mirror? Right, what? Me neither.
Just not a fan. I know that people really like it, and that's great. Just,
Okay, that guy was talking about auto cannibalism.
Hooray or boo? I'm sorry for your loss.
This feels like a game that was also funded by like some sort of government
Sea
art.
takes many men. We fell asleep out at sea. And when we
Program.
woke up, he wasn't
Yeah.
there. Nothing feels more
Did
Where's
the
the developer
developers
from?
of this game get a grant from the Scottish government?
Oh, yeah, they're Scottish themselves. Yeah.
Oh, hello. The last 15 years will be a brutal genocide against the poor, and then we will all be gone.
The Fomorians lost, we won. Why won't they just accept that? As endless as the tide. Why won't they return to the silt and the shale?
Just everything moves in a way that I love. Everything moves and vibrates.
Yeah. These weird, when you go into these houses and these weird monologues. Uh-huh.
God, how do we get rid of our mistakes?
There's
how do we get rid
I know
of our
that this
mistakes?
game is far better.
How do you wipe them away? You just can't. They stay with
The
you.
way this game move reminds me of About an Elf.
It's all It's all.
This game is better than About an Elf.
This is, here's the other, you know, when Relkin and I played Magic and Mayhem, which was the game that Julian Gallup made after XCOM Apocalypse.
I'm just glad that they got to a better spot where they were able to make another video game. But yes.
Judaro.
But yeah, so you played that game?
Yeah, and that game also has
Judaro.
stop motion sprites. Although it's like a weird RTS and not art game ?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Magic and Mayhem is a weird RTS.
Okay, well, I guess that's good.
Like, it's not super deep, but it's weird. And they made 2 of them. Are there any... Where's the shop? I gotta buy stuff with my coins. Or maybe I just fast travel back to the other town.
Hey, kid.
Judero, is that you?
Good choice, Judero.
I'm going to assume also that this game's like maybe 3 hours long.
I was actually, God, what was that game that Resin really recommended? That was the Polish game. That being a solid 6-hour game.
Yeah.
Also, that would be real easier. You know what? No, that would be actually an idea if we ever needed to do something for summer. Is indie CRPGs that are 3 to 5 hours long.
Yeah, not a huge sample size. Only 4 people, but it seems like the average is about 4 hours. So, you know. I think people should buy this. I don't know. Or shout out to Scotland. Alright, yeah, so let's see. There are 4 areas in the game. So, and I finished one of them. And they have another game that I guess got kickstarted. And it's like a mining game with robots. Sure. Is anyone else streaming?
No, man, it's too late for me.
Streaming, Judero.
I'll say this: it sure does feel like the golden age of crowdfunding is dead.
Yep. Oh yeah. All right.
For games, at least. Yeah. All right. I'll see y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.